Hey guys, if you're shopping for knives and gear, make sure you check out the description of the video you're watching right now for links to some great online retailers. There's also individual links for knives that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got 10 more interesting knives that are coming soon. I've been doing this series for a little bit. It's usually on the weekend, but I took a glance at some of the stuff that's coming and I thought, some of this stuff is coming really soon and I don't want to plan this for the weekend and have some of it come out before people get a chance to get a hold of it. So I'm recording this on a Tuesday, which is yesterday. You guys are watching it on Wednesday. I did that on purpose just in case some of these things become available immediately. I want you guys to have a shot at this stuff. I constantly am hearing people go, I didn't know that this is coming out. I didn't have a chance to get it. I'm literally, the reason that I do this is to help make you guys aware, because I check through this stuff all the time and I know people want to get their hands on it, especially this first one right here. I received my prototype ProTech Malibu, the one in black, and I did a review on it. It's amazing. I know that the black and blue versions that you're seeing here are dropping very soon, so I wanted to make sure that this, was available immediately for everybody. So we're going to go through 10 of these, and possibly there's something in here that you guys might want. So if there's something in here that you like, they will be linked down in the description. You can click on the link. You can click on that where it says email me when available, and then you can be notified the moment they come out so you don't miss the drops. Sometimes drops of knives literally last for, especially like talking about Spydercos, they're up for like 3 minutes and they're gone. That's not always the case, but if I can help mitigate that by making these videos for some people who really want to get their hands on them, then, that's why I do these. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. This is the ProTech Malibu Reverse Tanto. This is, they're going to do a whole bunch of different blade shapes, but I like this one a little bit more than the Wharncliffe that initially dropped. The black version that I have is excellent. I know a lot of people are really going to like blue. Most people know the specs on these, but they're shown on the screen. Overall length, 7.5 inches. We've got CPM 20 CV, and this is a button lock. This is probably my favorite button lock that exists. It is a wonderful EDC size knife. If you are interested in this knife, and you're ready to go, then yeah, I would say definitely get on that mailing list, because listen, I know I sound like an ad, guys. I get it. I sound like a commercial. And to be honest with you, I used to be a car salesman. But I've been through this before, trying, but like wanting, and I can't wait till that comes out. And then 3 days later, you find out on Instagram, oh, they came out and they're gone. There's nothing worse than that. So, what, like, I hope you trust me. I hope you come to my channel and watch my reviews, because I do reviews on these things. But yeah, I want you guys to be able to get your hands on this stuff if you want to. So yeah, the link is down there. Moving on, this is a ProTech ER3 X1 operator series. So these have the little tritium inserts on the firing button. And these blackout ProTechs are really popular. This is a TR3, so one of their flagship models, at least as far as I understand. And then, yeah, the blacked out version with the little glow tritium insert, those have been really popular. I know a lot of people really wanted to get their hands on the SNG variant of this that I showed a while back on the channel. It was blacked out. Same thing, it's just TR3. If you like that fish scale pattern, it's on there. This is an excellent knife. And, 154 cm, it's one of the best, if not the very best user steels out there. It's an expensive knife for sure, but if you've been looking for that sort of quintessential, super tactical automatic knife, it doesn't get much better than the TR3. And this is a really cool variant, and it will undoubtedly go fast. So if you want it, make sure you click on that email notification button using the link in my description. Moving on here, this is just an interesting one, the Aviva Fracture slip joint. 7.74 inches overall, so it's a bigger knife for a slip joint anyway. They use 8CR14 MOV steel, but the price is going to be $28.50. This is interesting. It's got that nice big opening hole, so it looks like it's a slip joint you can manipulate with one hand. Some people don't like slip joints. Sometimes I think they're cool, especially ones that I can get a full, purchase on. This looked interesting, right? If they wanted 50, 60, 70 bucks for this, I'd have been like, pass. But 28 bucks? Yeah, that's worth checking out, I'm sure. I'll try to get my hands on one to review on the channel, but if you don't want to wait for my review, then, like I said, just use the link and email when available. Moving on here, this is one that I've shown in previous versions of this video, just in different variants. The Native Chief, but this time in S90V. No idea when this is coming. I doubt it's something that's going to drop today, but I don't know. I have no idea when this is coming out. S90V, I think, is a decent steel for this type of knife in geometry. It is a lockback, which suggests hard use. Then again, the geometry, especially at the tip and S90V's composition, don't necessarily scream hard use. In fact, they don't scream hard use at all. But if you're looking for, you know, a blade that's going to be excellent at both slicing and puncturing, and you're going to be cutting materials that S90V would be really good at processing, which are generally light to medium materials, we're talking plastic, you know, cardboard, rubber, things like that, then yeah, this might be something that you'd really be interested in. So it's expensive, it's made in the USA, premium materials, etc. If you're interested, use that link. Moving on here, another Spyderco. Spyderco generally dominates this list because they're always coming out like with new stuff all the time. They're just constantly coming out with different colors and variants of things. And while some people view that as annoying, they're just, if you're like me, you've always got one or two Spydercos in your head where you're just waiting for a specific variant and a specific steel. So it's why I include these on the list. The Little Native, I just finally handled this knife for the first time the other day. The one that I've got is, well, I don't want to ruin it for you. It's a Sprint. It's coming soon to the channel. But yeah, this is essentially a mini Shaman. It doesn't have the contoured scales like the Shaman or the semi-contoured scales. But yeah, it's like a mini Spyderco Shaman. And this is going to be an S90V in carbon fiber. This is a knife that S90V, I think, works really well on. Lightweight, slim, like thin edge geometry on the blade, S90V. So it's, I mean, this is going to be like a perfect little EDC knife with a super steel on it. For just, you know, your daily opening boxes, things like that. And I mean, if you're using this knife for what it's meant to be used for, you can, I mean, you just barely ever have to sharpen it. If you ever do need to sharpen it, S90V is not fun to sharpen, but I mean, this is just cool. Carbon fiber, and S90V, I think, work well together, at least in terms of just the mental appeal to it, right, and the aesthetic of the carbon fiber, I guess. But I mean, overall, functionally, yeah, my first impressions of the Little Native is that it's awesome. So, check that one out. Use the link. So this one, had to include this on the list. So this thing, this weird variant of this, the Boker Desert Warrior Kalashnikov dagger, it just looks ridiculous. And so for anybody who doesn't know, I saw this pop up and it just made me laugh. It's this blue blade and it's got like sprinkles on it and it's pink and all the hardware is different colors. And I thought, oh, that's funny. You know, it's this gag thing. And they sold out, and then they were selling on the second. Now, this is by no means me telling you buy this and then resell it, because the resale value might go down based on, you know, availability. Now, they've obviously picked on how popular this was because of secondary market prices, so they decided to do a re-release of it. But these will undoubtedly go fast. They are very popular. It doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous, and that's why. I mean, it's just funny, right? But the Kalashnikov is a good knife, definitely. Aussate, and it's an automatic. It's one of the most dependable side-opening automatics in this price range, right? For $44.95. If you want it for nothing more than just a novelty, just to be part of the, you know, part of the Desert Warrior Club, I guess, on Instagram, it's just funny. It's a funny knife. For 45 bucks, I honestly might pick one of these up myself. But again, I am almost certain that these will go quickly. So if you want one of these, get on the mailing list. One that I find a little bit more interesting personally, this is the Boker X XL Kalashnikov. So they did an XL version of this, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to get my hands on one of those. This is a 4.75 inch blade Kalashnikov, 10.625 inches overall. This is the biggest automatic, like side opening automatic I've ever heard of. It's in D2 steel and aluminum. For 60 bucks, yeah, I might go ahead and pick up one of these as well. This is crazy. Like, just because this is insane. Not for the same reason as the Desert Warrior, just because it is an insane thing to exist, right? The fact that it's 60 bucks makes me want it. I mean, I don't know exactly what I would need this knife. There's nothing that I need this knife for, right? This is not what I'd call an EDC knife. This is just, holy cow, look how crazy this is. No idea when it's going to drop. I know people are going to be interested in it. I doubt there's a million of them. I bet there's just a few, because this is just a weird variant of something that people like. But yeah, if you're interested, I like how it looks. It's a nice looking auto, but it's just gigantic. Get on the mailing list if you want this one. Use the link down in the description. The Newey Ferrum Forge Minax, M-I-N-A-X. Don't know anything about this knife other than it says right there 3.5 inches. Every time Newey does anything with Ferrum Forge, it's a home run. This looks pretty cool. I like the texturing and the lines on the handle. I like the combination of the satin blade and the sort of bronzy look. It looks like a little bit of a texture pattern there on that. It's like a faux inlay. It's got a little, it's not a fuller, it's just a hole, an oval-shaped hole in the blade. I'm going to guess that's accessible for those of you who like to do the reverse flick. The best thing about these Newey Ferrum Forge knives is that they always do their forward choils really, really well. They also have excellent flipping action. I mean, Ferrum Forge, their designs are just really good, and Newey's fit and finish is excellent, so this is a good combination. I'm guessing this will be very popular, so there you go. Moving on here, another Spyderco, the Spyderco Chaparral Lockback Sun and Moon G10. I don't know what that inlay is. I mean, it's just an odd variant of the Chaparral, which is a really, really good, really preferable model from Spyderco. It is a lockback. This is not a new design. It's just a new variant. CTS XHP. Again, it's just sort of that quintessential EDC knife, but it's got this interesting inlay of, I don't know. I honestly don't know what the deal is with this. I mean, you can click on the link and read the details on it. 6.375 inches overall. Very thin on the spine. This is it's a laser beam of a knife. So if this is your thing and you like the odd variants and you like Spyderco knives, this might be one to pick up. It is fairly expensive at 161 bucks, but it's interesting, and I figured, some people might really be interested to take a look at that. One more here. The Kaiser Justice. This looks to be a knife in their Vanguard series. Here's what's neat about this. Kaiser is making a smart move by bringing 154 cm into this price range. 154 cm is my favorite user steel, and I will take it every time over the typical steels that we see in this price range. 8CR 13 MOV, AUS 8, D2, 9CR 18 MOV, VG10. I'm putting all those to the side. They're all okay. I will take 154 cm every single time, especially if I can get it under $100. Kaiser seems to be one of, if not the only brands doing this right now. And this is a nice looking design. 8.75 inches overall. This is a big knife. It's undoubtedly going to be a knife that you can really take out and use, which is accentuated by 154 cm. It's a thumb stud opener and a flipper. Undoubtedly runs on bearings. I've handled a lot of Kaiser's Vanguard series knives. Their fit and finish is excellent. I really like how this looks. I really, really like how this looks. This seems like a knife that might fly under the radar for a lot of people because it has an overly simple look, but I just like it. The blade also kind of reminds me of Rockstead's blade shape. Anybody who doesn't know about Rockstead, $1,500 knives in black mirror polish ZDP 189 usually. Those are really expensive. But this look kind of reminds me of that. It's mainly that it is the build that I expect or the build quality that I expect from Kaiser, and that it's in 154 cm in a generic form that will appeal to a lot of people. There is another color variant of this. I encourage you to check this out. That is it. That is everything that I uncovered. Hopefully you guys found at least one thing that you're mildly interested in. Let me know what it is that you're curious about picking up. I always like to hear what you guys think. I will continue to do this series at random. It won't always be the weekend. If there's a lot of stuff that's interesting right then and there in the moment, I'll try to record these one day in advance so everybody has a fair shot at getting this stuff. Obviously, I don't want to say it's coming soon, and then by the time you guys watch it, it's already available, because that's frustrating. So I'll try to make this work with everybody. As usual, yes, you can just go check all this stuff out for yourself. I had somebody say that one time, why would we need to watch a video if we can just go check it out for yourself? You totally can. You can spend an hour looking through this stuff on your own, or you can spend 10 to 15 minutes watching me go through the stuff that I think is interesting as far as everything that's coming out. It's completely up to you. I have links for the Blade HQ retailer down there where you can do that, as well as links for, other great things. So check all that stuff out. That's going to be pretty much it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting or at least mildly entertaining, please leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out, and if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.